Tom Humphries sent over 16,000 messages to 14-year-old former Irish Times sports journalist Tom Humphries arrives at the Dublin Circuit Criminal Court on 3 October. Brian Lawless up. Tom Humphries was once a towering don of the Irish sports pages, firing off his working man takes on the pitch and field in the Irish Times. A rabid proponent of the Gaelic sporting tradition and an attack dog critic of the Fat Cats on the business end, Humphries achieved awards and acclaim over a 15-year career that extended into books and internationally with stories in Sports Illustrated, The Guardian and The Times. A good journalist, a good man, one internet poster wrote in a 2008 thread on his career. A self-indulgent, self-serving hypocrite who has a rare gift for writing, another commented. Horrifying number of men view child sex abuse images online. Police say the long arc of that career crash landed for good this week, when a Dublin Circuit Criminal Court handed Humphries a 2.5-year prison term for his part in grooming and abusing an underage girl. The sentence closes a legal case that began in March 2011. And although the ex-writer is currently in custody, his name is still in print. Both rape survivor groups and his own former employer have blasted the courts for what they see as the leniency of the sentence. Humphries owes the end of his career to an old mobile phone. In March 2011, Humphries was separated from his wife and 2 daughters, living alone and depressed. Yet when his daughter went looking for old mobile phones to donate to charity, the sportswriter offered up an old mobile. When his daughter powered the phone up, however, she discovered sexual text messages to another caller listed under a pseudonym. Humphries' wife and his brother-in-law confronted the sportswriter. He attempted suicide, was placed in a hospital and attempted suicide again. The family turned the phone and others over to police. Investigators tracked the number Humphries had on his phone to a teenage girl. The police later determined Humphries had first met the girl in 2008 when he volunteered at a junior camogie club where they play an Irish stick and ball game similar to field hockey and lacrosse. The writer obtained her number and began texting encouragement. But the texts turned sexual. In total, he sent more than 16,000 messages to the girl, including pictures of his genitals. The abuse turned physical in December 2010, when Humphries met a girl then 16 outside her school. He brought her back to his apartment, where they had oral sex. He was 47 at the time. Humphries was formally charged in March 2014. Last March, he entered a guilty plea to 6 counts, including defilement and inviting a child to participate in a sexually explicit, obscene or indecent act, the Irish Times reported. 3 additional charges related to a second victim, another underage athlete, were dismissed by prosecutors. Ironically, in 1998 Humphries penned a column on the cunning of pedophiles, and how sports is a fine feeding ground for those few sick minds who prey on kids. At his sentencing hearing this week, the exploited girl read a victim impact statement. I had to deal with sexual encounters at such a young age with a man 3 times my age, which made me physically, emotionally and mentally ill. She also thanked Humphries' own family for turning the sportswriter in. Without them reporting me, I do not know where I would be today. I will be forever grateful to them for saving me from this situation. The Washington Post. More about Ireland. Pedophilia, sexting, grooming, reuse content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.